Edinburgh, the medieval heart of Scotland. Edinburgh, a city where history is etched into the cobblestones and ancient fortresses rise above the skyline. From royal intrigue and medieval battles to the Enlightenment and literary legends, Edinburgh is a place where the past feels alive. Today, we'll journey through the city's most iconic landmarks and explore the stories that shaped Scotland's capital. Let's begin with Edinburgh Castle, an iconic symbol of Scotland's resilience. Perched atop Castle Rock, this fortress has dominated the skyline for over 1,000 years. Throughout history, Edinburgh Castle has been a royal residence, a military stronghold, and the site of fierce battles. The castle has witnessed some of Scotland's most pivotal moments, including the Wars of Scottish Independence, when it changed hands multiple times between the Scots and the English. It's also home to the Honours of Scotland, the oldest crown jewels in the British Isles. Fun fact: the Stone of Destiny, used for centuries in the coronation of Scottish kings, was once taken by the English, but was returned to Scotland in 1996. It remains here at Edinburgh Castle, a symbol of Scottish sovereignty. Just below the castle lies the Royal Mile, a historic street that stretches from the castle gates to Holyrood Palace. Walking along the Royal Mile feels like stepping back in time, with its medieval buildings, narrow alleyways known as closes, and stories of Scottish monarchs, rebels, and poets. One of the most fascinating spots here is Mary King's Close, a series of underground streets that were sealed off and preserved. Once a bustling part of the city, these streets are now a time capsule of Edinburgh's past, filled with tales of plague, ghosts, and hidden lives beneath the city. Fun fact: the Royal Mile isn't actually a mile long. It's a little more, about 1.1 miles to be precise, linking two of the most important buildings in Edinburgh's history, the castle and the palace. At the end of the Royal Mile stands Holyrood Palace, the official residence of the British monarch in Scotland. But long before it became a royal residence, Holyrood was a place of political intrigue and personal drama. One of the palace's most famous residents was Mary, Queen of Scots, who lived here during some of the most tumultuous years of her reign. In 1566, her private secretary, David Rizzio, was murdered in front of her in her bedchamber by a group of nobles, including her own husband. The bloody history of Holyrood still echoes through its halls. Fun fact: right next to the palace are the haunting ruins of Holyrood Abbey, founded in 1128 by King David I. The abbey was once a grand place of worship, but today, only its skeletal remains stand, a reminder of Edinburgh's medieval past. Rising above the city is Arthur's Seat, an ancient extinct volcano that offers sweeping views of Edinburgh and the surrounding countryside. According to legend, this was once the site of King Arthur's legendary Camelot, although historians remain sceptical. Whether or not the legends are true, Arthur's Seat has been a significant site for centuries, offering both a natural retreat and a strategic lookout over the city. It's the perfect spot to reflect on the centuries of history that have unfolded below. Fun fact: Arthur's Seat is part of Holyrood Park, a royal park that has been a place of recreation for the city's residents for hundreds of years. The climb to the top is steep, but the view is worth every step. Beyond its royal landmarks and ancient streets, Edinburgh is also a city of ideas. During the 18th century, it became a centre of the Scottish Enlightenment, where thinkers like David Hume and Adam Smith shaped modern philosophy, economics, and science. Known as the Athens of the North, Edinburgh's intellectual legacy is still felt today. Fun fact: Adam Smith, the father of modern economics and author of The Wealth of Nations, spent much of his life in Edinburgh. His ideas continue to influence global economic theory to this day. From its medieval heart to its Enlightenment brilliance, Edinburgh is a city where the past is never far away. Every corner tells a story, from the rise of kings and queens to the thinkers who changed the world. In Edinburgh, history is not just preserved, it's alive. Which part of Edinburgh's history captures your imagination the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next deep dive into another one of Europe's fascinating cities.